Data bites. From What Does This Data Say? Whenever in doubt, look at data, because anything else is just an opinion.
Today's question: will India's economy reach $5 trillion by 2024? Let us dig further into this issue. In 2019, the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, Government of India had estimated that the country needed to grow at 11.5% over 5 years, that is from 2019 to 2024, in order to reach a $5 trillion economy. This estimate was before Corona struck. Things changed drastically thereafter. The data presented by the ministry contradicts the Reserve Bank of India's data for the GDP growth between 2014 and 2019. Those 5 years of Modi government 1.0, the average GDP growth was 7.4% and not 8%. In 2019, Prime Minister Modi announced that he will strive to make India a $5 trillion economy by 2024. In an address to the party workers, he stitched every topic of the budget: increasing per capita income, sanitation drive, increase farmers' income, and boost infrastructure development. A lot has happened since then. Prime Minister Modi has decided to stick to the decision of giving a push to the idea of building a $5 trillion economy for India by 2024 to 2025. The Economic Affairs Secretary Tarun Bajaj, earlier in 2021, had revealed a major hike in infrastructure spending and asset monetization. Though not explicitly mentioned, it appears that asset monetization will fund the infrastructure spend. According to a news item published in Hands India on December 30, 2021, experts suggest that India has to increase the ease of business and ease of living to enable the private sector to create wealth over a long period. Though some efforts such as digitization of economy, scrapping over 1,300 laws, rules and regulations have been made, the challenge is still high. Despite all this, India is still at 65th position. The biggest challenge before the country is twofold. 1. Take proper decisions without linking them to elections. Secondly, ensure their implementation by the state governments. As per the International Monetary Fund, world economy is expected to grow at a rate of 4.9% in 2022. India is in a region that beats the average. This region is named as Emerging and Developing Asia and comprises of major economies like China, India and Japan. Asia is slated to grow at 6.4% this year. This is an interesting visualization of world economies relative to each other. North America remains dominated by the United States of America, South America by Brazil. Germany leads in Europe. One may also notice how the Russian economy has lost its position over the years. As against popular belief, Iran is the leading economy in Middle East, followed by Saudi Arabia and then Turkey. The top 10 economies of the world, in 2021, sum up to $64 trillion, which is 68% of the world's total. The United States of America leads at $22.94 trillion, China at second place at $16.86 trillion. India and France remain close to each at other about $2.95 trillion. So let us see, when will India reach to a $5 trillion economy? If India keeps growing at a rate of 8% for the next 6 years, then India will achieve the target. However, is this growth rate achievable? This graphics shows India's GDP growth rate for the past 17 years starting 2004. During this period, there were only 4 years when the country crossed an 8% growth rate. Let us dig into this data a little more. From 2004 to 2014, during Dr. Manmohan Singh's UPA-2, India grew at an average rate of 6.7%. Remember the bad year 2008, when the GDP growth slipped to 3.1%. From 2014 to 2021, during Prime Minister Modi's government, the average growth has been 2.8%, primarily due to the huge fall in 2020. Take aside the pandemic year, and India averaged the same growth as UPA 2, 6.7%. Could India have done better? We see that the 4 years between 2017 to 2020, that is after demonetization and before the pandemic, India growth slipped to 5.8%. Had it not been for the demonetization, we should have achieved far better growth rates. So, if India does not achieve an 8% GDP growth in coming years, the $5 trillion economy may remain a dream for us Indians.